I don't even know what that means. Okay, we're live. So what's going on, Ford man?
Not much. Just got off a beach please. I just got through watching. They just ended their live.
Did they?
I was watching their live when you sent that message.
Yeah.
I got the live place still going. Dean from the live place. He's
Yeah.
live. He goes live at 10 as well on Thursdays. Thursdays is getting pretty busy as well.
Well, that's what Michael and Ann, Michael,
Words
Ann,
are
and
hard.
I were both saying that some of the things that we like to watch, like everybody's been on already, and I bounce around from here to there, and I was really intrigued tonight by all the wildfires that are going on and whatnot. And, I was just waiting to see some updates because, my sister's cabin was destroyed in the first round. Um, then they got placed into another cabin. Hey, Meg. Hey, Lily. Thanks for coming in, guys. Lillian, I should say. And then so they stayed in a hotel last night and they got brought back. They could go back to their cabin tonight. Well, then Becca put out another thing that they issued another evacuation. So I immediately called her and talked to her, and they are right on the valley line. So their cabin's on this side of the valley where the fire hasn't came yet, and the fire is right there. And if it jumps, they were smart. They already packed the cars tonight and ready to go for
Good
tomorrow.
idea.
Just to be on the safe side, she said you just leave one garment bag in here, and that was easy for the kids to just like they could change their clothes and throw their jammies in or just jump and grab the bag and run out the door. So Meg, they all made it out safely. They just lost a few knickknacks per se, food, a couple cases of beer, a couple fifths of moonshine that they purchased, and like coffee mugs, some spices, and a bed pillow, toothbrushes, and like stuff that you would take showers with. But they made out with basically everything they went down there except with that stuff there. So they made out, they're good, they're safe, they're okay. So that makes it really good. And her and I have been in talks. They tried to get back up there today to the first cabin to see it. And as soon as they did, they closed the road right back down because the fire had sparked back up. So they were gonna try maybe in the morning, but like my sister said, it's so devastating that she doesn't even know if she wants to do that. So
That one little clip you were showing of the way the wind was blowing the embers around. That's pretty scary.
yeah, that did you see how I did a short on it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, that's craziness. And those are two volunteer firefighters, you know what I mean? Sitting there and in the middle of all of that. Hello, all. How are you? Hello, Cruising Scene, Paul Vines, the Budflies. Guys, I'm going to go ahead tonight and we're going to drop our link. If I know you, you are more than welcome to come up into the chat and chit chat with us for a little bit. I just ask that I be able to see your face, please. Um, because if I don't know you, I will not allow you to come up here and chitter chat with us. We're just getting to know each other tonight, hanging out and chit chatting about whatever. Till Ron Darrow goes live tonight, and then we'll go raid him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lillian. So a few years ago, when we first got married, we honeymooned in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I really fell in love with the place, and I loved it, and everything. So I truly would love to move there and have that my retirement home. But like my father and I were talking today, it's a chance you take when you live up on a mountain that has only one or two, maybe three ways in if you're lucky. And then you have to worry about the way God's earth is moving with their weather systems, because you can never predict what's going to happen from one day to the next.
Never know what's going on with Mother Nature.
Yep, that would be the only thing that would scare me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Fires or floods or earthquakes or whatever. You're gonna.
What did I do? Hold on. I like buried my whole help. There we go. I like buried the whole my whole screen down below, so I couldn't even, like, you guys were all cut off.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, that's nice, Sharon. Enjoy your movie. So we just made a simple dinner this evening, because Will wants to leave early in the morning and head back home. His girlfriend comes home tomorrow, so I think he's itching to get home to go see her. You know what I mean?
I can understand that.
Yeah, she was in Colorado for spring break, and they checked out some colleges over there because that's where she wants to go to school. So I agree. Yes, that is a very big problem when something like that happens. Hello, Scott. How are
Scott,
you?
Great message tonight on Michelle's Tasty Dishes.
For sure. Scott, the link is there if you'd like to come up and talk for a little bit. We would be very lucky to have you, sir. And I promise it will be very PG tonight. That doesn't start till after 7 o'clock.
Tried to be earlier.
Yeah, you noticed that too. They tried to get us going earlier.
All right, giggles. You don't need to start.
I guess I better go pin that link and put it at the top of the chat.
That's what I was going to do tonight, was do the video from. This is why I went down after my live and my son was cooking. I did a.
Hey, camp maintenance guy, Troy. I'll have to go back and watch that video you dropped earlier today. I haven't. I need to go catch up on some of your videos. I don't even know how far behind I am on your videos. I know I've been following you for quite some time, ever since I met you on Dream on Wheels. Yeah.
See, there you go, Kenny. Even he calls you Kenny B.
Yes, Meg, Blaine, and Danny are bad.
Danny and Blaine are bad influences. Hey, Kenny.
Feeding off on each other tonight.
What kind of bee makes milk?
A honeybee.
A booby.
Oh. On that note, I'll be back.
You scared him away.
I just love that face, because that cartoon that he's got of him.
Yeah, those are fun. Am I on there or not?
Yeah, you're on there.
I was just saying if mine was the one we did. If mine was on there. So when I had my hair in the summertime when it was down front. But it was just annoying me when I got it cut last time and doing that. So it was like back to the old style.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a CSI video that will be coming out probably tomorrow. I didn't get around to it tonight. I'm meeting up with some friends on Saturday, so I know we're meeting up in Chatham to go out for lunch, but don't know what we're doing after that. So maybe I can video something on our travels. You never know.
True. You know, it's been a while since we just did these pop-up lives and they're not scheduled.
It'll be out either tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow or late tomorrow. I don't want to interfere with the raid parade, so
I know I need to start
I
getting
get
my
up
videos.
before noon. If I get it out before noon, then it'll be up. It shouldn't only take long to do.
Hey, Bree, TGIF.
Hello. Well, you're not late. Don't worry. No worries. We're just all hanging out and chit-chatting a little bit.
Chilling.
I figured what better things to do on a Thursday night? Let's have some fun. So, people, oh, look who's in the chat.
Oh, trouble number one.
Hey, Brian.
We just need trouble number 2. Okay, let's have some fun. For those of you in the chat, you've got 3 great panel guests here. Ask any question that you would like to know about us under a certain PG level, and we will answer it for you if we're able to. You just have to put who it's to so we can answer it. Doobie 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 doo.
We stumped them already.
Yeah, I know. They all got to stop and think of these questions to ask. Each one of you, what is your favorite color? Kenny, you go first.
Mine's red. Always has been.
Go ahead, Michael Lamb.
Mine's blue. Mine's blue. Always has been.
And mine would be probably purple.
I have quite a few friends that have purple as their favorite color.
What's your
That would be
pronoun?
she and her.
Abby, he and his.
Mine would be she and her too.
That's an interesting one. I haven't had that one ever asked.
Kenny. Blaine says Kenny is red.
Yeah.
Trying to get him giggling.
Yeah, when you get me tickled and I turn red.
And tickling you. My hands are up here. I'm not tickling you.
Yep, my hands are here. We're not tickling Kenny.
Even when we meet you, it won't be a tickle. Maybe a hug, but it won't be a tickle.
Thank you, Blaine. Have a great evening.
Good night.
I get wired and shy, but thanks. I'm also at M21. Maybe we meet up here. Oh, that's cool. Cool.
She was a one.
Kenny, the lady that was on Ron's live last night, red hair. What is her name?
Wait, it was on. That was Cass Love.
What's her real name?
Anna.
Anna. And her lot.
Okay, because she said send her a friend request, and I didn't know.
It's THIE.
It's Anna Thiessen, something like that. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Are you? Okay. Then I can find it.
THYESSEN.
Gotcha.
Thanos? That's a new name. Is that how you pronounce that? Thanos?
Thanos. If you're an
Thanos.
Avengers fan, you would know who Thanos is. He's the bad guy. Well, Thanos,
Yep.
welcome. We're just a hangout crew tonight. I normally do pop-up live. I normally do lives on Tuesday night. We do a lot of trivia and hangout. Michael Ann, go ahead, take it from there. Or Kenny, why don't you tell them what your guys' channels are about?
Ladies first.
Mine's a little bit of everything. Oh, thanks. Mine's a little bit of everything. I am a single mom of two sons and one I adopted. He's just adopted into our hearts. And then I do essential oils. I do a little bit of stuff here, videos here and there around my city and that. Hopefully to branch out more traveling.
You can, Thanos, but I need to know who you are. You have to stay positive, and you're not allowed to talk negative or rude about anybody. So you are more than welcome to come up on panel and give us a rundown on your channel and just kind of hang out with us.
You gotta see your picture first, your person first.
Got to be able to see who you are.
The link's up there somewhere. Or you pinned it, didn't you?
Yep. And we are a PG-13 show.
Kenny hasn't told us about his channel yet. You're muted. Too busy multitasking.
Yep. I think he's talking to his dad too.
It's Kenny with this. Check over here.
I do taste test reviews on my channel. Adventure videos. I've got adventure videos where I've been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, Helen, Georgia, and then I got somewhere. I've been to Quartzsite, Arizona. Been different things, and I got some auto mechanic videos out there as well. And then I do live streams every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we usually do like some a game or a hangout, just chill and have fun. It's called Fun Day Monday after Charlie Grace Adventures, which that's another channel that raids me after their live stream. So, and then I hang out until Ron Darrell comes on. So, and then I do pop-up lives every now and then. So, it's pretty much a variety of different things on my channel. I don't just have one niche, so to speak. I have a different variety of different interests. So.
All right. So we have another cool question here. This person says, I've been following each of you from different channels, from shout outs, from others like Roy and Becky. How long have each of you had your YouTube channel? Well, I'll start that one. I started YouTube in 2018. I really truly didn't hit it hard until 2019 when my very first video came out. And so I've worked through now 19, 20, 21, 22. I'd say 4 years going strong. I just take my time because you don't want to burn yourself out of it, because in the meantime, if you do, you fall off the bandwagon really, really fast. And I hope you guys all enjoy my channel. Go ahead, Michael Ann.
I started my channel in 2015 or 2016. I started as a place to put up some videos that I had done from my son's live action role play, and they're still on the channel. And then it's just kind of sat there until last May, April, May. Yeah, I was watching some other people start their first live streams and that, and then I got the nerve to go up on a few, and then I thought, I'm going to start doing some videos and putting them up. So I put some videos up, and then in September I did my first live stream. So I've only been doing live streams since the end of September.
Go ahead, Kenny.
I created the account back in 2016, but I didn't really get going with my first video until about June of, I think, 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. And that's where, matter of fact, I think me and her started around about the same time, I think, because she kind of helped me get started on my channel.
Crystal, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty, guys, we have Thanos downstairs. Now, just so that you know, Thanos does not have a face. He's just Thanos from, like I said earlier. He only does his stuff through YouTube so that he could talk, back and forth. Thanos, I will let you on the panel on one condition. You keep everything clean, or you do not get to come up. I will take you down and you will not be welcome back to this live stream ever again. In the meantime, here we go. Hi, Thanos. Welcome.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing well. Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit from where you're from.
Born and raised in New York, Harlem. Lived in 7 different states and been living in Minnesota for the last 23 years.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah. Good. And what brings you to YouTube?
I was watching some baseball games, but my game hadn't started yet, so I just started browsing YouTube live chat feeds.
Yeah.
And you guys look pretty decent, so
yeah. So basically, my channel is all about traveling around the United States.
Yeah.
Haven't gone worldwide yet, and just making your next destination an enjoyable one.
Yeah, I heard you would. You say you were on YouTube since 2018.
Yes. Yep. And just letting people see. Just like everybody else has a YouTube channel,
right.
We all like to see what, goes on through other people's eyes. If you can't go and travel or go and camp or go on a cruise or go to a destination and it's something that you've always wanted to see,
yeah.
You can live through other people's eyes by doing it.
That's cool. Sorry about the no camp thing.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. No worries.
Yeah. I have like about almost $8,000 investment in the computer.
Nice.
And my wife, she produces music, and so she has a pretty expensive setup herself, but I never felt the need for the camera. I don't even have a cell phone.
Uh-huh.
And when I talk to my family, usually like on my tablet, and we do FaceTime on there.
Oh, cool.
Hello, Van Life Rocks. And Sean S.
Hey, Sean S. and Van Life Rocks.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you aboard with us, Thanos, tonight.
Thank you. Are you trying to grow your channel?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh,
Yep.
well, I've been in YouTube since 2007, 2006.
Nice.
And so I've been through a lot, but I don't like attention. I'm not I don't get anything from fans or subscribers, anything. That's why I don't have channels. This is one of, I don't know how many channels I used to have, but this the one I'm on now and I had for a couple of years, and I don't do anything on it. But me and a friend of mine named iCentury, we used to do a podcast before people were familiar with that term podcast.
Mhm.
So even we weren't familiar with it. We just called it a radio show. And we did about 107 or 108 interviews back in 2007, 2008. It was called The Next Level. So it was pretty interesting. And I met a lot of really interesting people. And, but it's extremely difficult to grow your channel organically. There's a lot of little tricks that you can do to grow your channel. Basically, you can make your channel appear to be bigger than what it really is. And the way you do that is it's called botting. You can buy subscribers, you can buy views, you can buy comments, and that's how you create the illusion that your channel is bigger than what it really is. And people gravitate towards that number. So if they see a channel that has a lot of subscribers, they're more and feel the need, to be a part of something a little bit bigger.
Right.
So there's a lot of little tricks like that. If you know where to look or who to contact or to talk to somebody that knows the game a little bit. So it's done very, very in a very smart way. It's creating the illusion that you're bigger than what you really are. I mean, YouTube will take some of them down. If you go to a place called like socialblade.com, you type in your channel there and people can see all of the graph of your channel. Plus there's other websites, plus there's other extensions to your web browser that you can add. And like, for example, there's an extension that I can see how many dislikes you have in each video. Even though YouTube took out that feature, there's an extension on Google Chrome that you install, and I'm able to see how many dislikes every video has. So there's little tricks like that too. There's extensions that help you analyze your channel and things of that nature. And yeah, it's a little bunch of little tricks like that. But that was years ago when I used to talk to a couple of the guys that knew how to do those kind of things. That was back in 2012, 2013, 2014. So I don't know what the ratios are now in order for YouTube to boost your channel and put it in people's feed.
Well, I think I'm doing pretty good for what I've got. I've got over 532 subscribers now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm getting there, and like I said, I was going really good every day, putting out videos. I would put out a new video every day, and I just burnt myself out on it. I'd go live stream 3, 4, 5 days a week on top of putting out videos, and I burnt myself out on it, and that's what hurt me in the long run. And I should have just paced myself, and I think I would have gotten from where I was then to where I am now, a little bit faster. But I just want to pause real quick, and I want to say hello to a few new people that have came in. I would like to say hello to Van Life Rocks. I'd also like to say hello to Roy and Becky's Travels.
Hey, Roy and Becky.
And also Ron Darrell. Ron Darrell, we will be rating you tonight, just so you know. When you're ready to go live, you just let us know, and we will send everybody over on to your chat. And for anybody that is also in the chat and would like to come up and just have a simple panel talk with all of us, the link is at the very top of the screen over in the chat side. It's pinned. Just come on in, click the pin. I just got to be able to see your face, and then we can, just hang out and chat like we're doing now. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, we're good. So,
Yeah, I don't mind the way mine's growing slowly. It's inching up there, but I know the people I got are going to stay,
right.
and
And
I'm not into buying subs.
you know what I feel too is that the connections that we make with each other at early stages before if I had over 30,000 followers, do you think I would know who they are, but I wouldn't know who they are versus the little 500 connection that I have now. I pretty much know them pretty well.
Yeah, these people here, we know them pretty good.
Yes. Hello, Harley. That is Olivia's boyfriend, guys.
Aw, nice to meet you.
That's Miss O's boyfriend.
Good to meet you, Harley.
Good to meet you, Harley.
No, Ron, I don't think you need to pace yourself. I
No.
think you do wonderful with your live streams at night. And
We look forward to them.
and you take Saturday nights off too. So, well, you sometimes take Saturday nights off. And like you said, you keep your live streams, you try to keep them anywhere between 1 and 2 hours, and that's as good as you feel. Unless we get Kenny going tickly pink down there, then we go a little longer because we're all laughing and having fun.
One what, Ron? Your 1 hour, one night a week? That didn't happen.
Becky, Miss O's boyfriend is really nice. He's a nice gentleman. That I for sure 100% can say. 2.5 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
So what baseball team do you like, Thanos?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Yeah, they're from LA, but I'll always consider them the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Nice. I'm a big Detroit Tiger fan.
Detroit.
Only for baseball. A
lot of it just reminds me of my brother. When I was a kid, my brother used to watch baseball all the time.
Nice. And well, the Detroit Tigers is my grandma's favorite team, so that's why.
Sometimes I watch the original Star Trek because I have Plex, so I have all the pretty much the TV shows, and I watch Star Trek because I sleep with the TV on, and it just reminds me of my mom. She used to go to bed. We used to go to bed like around midnight, and Star Trek used to be playing around midnight, and that's when I was going to bed, and I used to hear it in the background.
Oh, that's cool.
She passed away when I was 18.
Aww. But at least you have those memories to hang on to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then being far away from home, I haven't been in New York in 22 years, 21 years. Yeah. But I talk to my family all the time.
Well, you're okay. You are where right now?
Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, you're not missing those hard winters, but you're in Minnesota. Scratch that.
Yeah.
So you're the one I have to blame for when we get snowed in here in Michigan.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah.
Blowing it our way. Thanks.
Yeah. It just comes straight across from you to me, and then Michael Ann lives in Canada, so we just keep blowing it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from the cold front. It comes from Canada, and I think I looked it up like 3 or 4 years ago that Minnesota was like the fourth or fifth coldest spot on Earth.
Wow.
Because of course it's not colder than like Antarctica, but Minnesota has the most consistent days of below 30. I think my first year here was like negative 61 degrees back in 93.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's miserable. It's a miserable. It hurts. It actually hurts.
Oh yeah. When it gets negative here, and you reach like the negative 15 degrees or negative 20 degrees is the lowest I've ever seen it here in Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely walk. That's how cold. That's how cold it makes you feel, you know?
Yeah.
Good evening, JNN Travels. Thank you for coming in. And Jeff and Tootsie's Camping, thank you for coming in.
Hey, Jeff and Tootsie and JNN Travels.
So, but yeah, so that's what we normally do. If we do pop-up lives, we just kind of hang up on a panel and just kind of chit chat with everybody and hang out and see what everybody's been doing all day.
You guys talk about like complicated or interesting topics,
We
history and anything like that.
okay, well, we stay away from politics. We definitely don't talk about the C word in here because your views might be different than my views. We don't talk about religion either because everybody has their own beliefs. But like we could talk about history stuff. Roy and Becky Travels, they do a lot of Civil War reenactments and they love history stuff. That doesn't bother me. Basically travels, you know, we just stick to fun things.
Try to keep it light.
Yeah, I don't want to bring nobody down or anything like that.
Daily life activities, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
And we don't want any arguments in the chat
Yes.
when you bring up certain topics. And like she just said, those are certain topics that usually bring on
Yeah.
controversy.
That's like the people I'm with. They're pretty they're tough. Let's just say that. But there's a time and a place for certain topics, and always got, because I've done hundreds of these, so
Yeah.
you have to keep in mind that this is, well, like I have to keep in mind that this is not my channel. This is, your channel. Whatever I say will affect your channel, not me. I get to walk away. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So-
And like we all like to have a little fun or to
Yeah.
see who can make somebody laugh in the chat. Like Kicking It Country just said cooties are bad. Dang, sorry, I said the C word,
Cooties.
And, yeah. So, like we try to make light of certain things, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I just feel, well, when I first started out, I had Kenny up online and we were talking about Kenny's disability and what his disability was all about. And I
Mhm.
let somebody come up that had an icon, didn't even show his face. And I kid you not, started digging into Kenny, or Ford Man, I should say, because you don't know everybody's names yet.
Yeah.
Started,
My real name is Rick. Sorry.
okay. So Kenny is right next to you in the panel. So, started digging into Kenny and calling him all kinds of names. I immediately took him down and blocked him from this channel, and he's not been back since.
It was somebody from his channel.
No, somebody came into my panel. I didn't even put the panel link up. I don't know how they did it. Don't know how they got it. I don't even know who this person was. Nothing.
Oh,
So ever since then, like I have been very eerie about dropping my channel link. Normally, if I'm going to have you come up on panel and we're going to chit chat and just hang out, I will privately send somebody the links to the channel to say, hey, you're invited. But today, just because we just did a pop-up live, I'm like, I'll pin this up at the top. It's not a big deal. I have enough moderators in here and 2 of them are sitting here with me, plus myself, that if there's going to be a troll, you're gone.
yeah. We've I come from a really hostile group of people,
Mhm.
and there's always a time and a place for it. But this was years ago, and life has a way of making you mature.
Yes.
Just life in general. It doesn't have to be, and it usually happens when no one's watching. Yesterday your life was perfectly fine. You wake up one morning and it's different.
Yeah.
Something happened and it changed. And life has a way of beating you up. Just the
Mhm.
natural progression of life, people passing away, diseases and bad things happening in general. So over the years, life beat me up enough to be more understanding of people. And because I grew up in a really hostile environment.
Right.
And so, mature. And the more people you speak to, at least with me, the more people I get to speak with, I learned a lot from myself as well.
Right.
So, but the people I hang out with now, and I'm not a people person. And what I guess my agenda is to learn from people who are kind-hearted
Mhm.
and being polite and things of that nature. But I'm a pretty honest person. Like, you don't have to figure me out. You'll see me coming a mile away.
Okay.
And so I like people who I'm attracted to people who are like intellectuals that they know certain things that I just don't know, but I want to understand,
Mhm.
and not things of that nature. So um, I dibble and dabble in various of topics, and I find things interesting, and that's how I learn.
Cool. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, you could be the famous person on earth and know everything that there is to know about somebody or something.
oh yeah,
And I could be the least famous person, but know something about something that you may not know about, and you're intrigued by it. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So I think that's pretty cool.
yeah. People have a lot of things in common, more so than not.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think a lot of people say the same thing, but they just say it in a different way.
Mhm.
So we used to deal with trolls as well, but um, we used to be a part of it. But we used to attack people who were the bullies. Like, we would
Gotcha.
harass the harassers,
Gotcha.
and so I know the game that well, I know how it's played,
Mhm.
and it's pretty it takes a lot of energy and time away from you. So some of the guys I knew were well, we called him War. His name was War, and it was short. Well, it was his name was War Machine, and he he was a real good troll. He would I remember he had 1,300 accounts, and he wrote a software where he can generate accounts. So it really didn't matter how many times you blocked him. He was there all night.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about like minor trolls. The term troll changed over the years. It used to be where a troll was someone who would harass you day and night on all aspects of your life and on all social media. That was the
Mm.
definition of a troll. But now it's become to the point where if someone just disagrees with you, they're considered a troll, then they're blocked and banned.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the guys I used to hang out with, those were like, they were the real deal.
Yeah. Can you see anything in the chat at all?
Me?
Like, yeah. Can you see the chat or
I
no?
can click on it. Let me see.
It just
Oh,
Kicking
yeah.
It Country sent you something. That's all.
What was that?
Kicking It Country said, Thanos, if you want to surround yourself with great people, you have come to a right place.
I'm trying to learn. Um, uh, I don't do the people thing well.
Hmm.
I'm in and I'm out. I try to get what I need, or it's so hard to explain. I'm in a weird transition in my life. I don't want to I don't want to sound like harsh. Um, I'm just trying to be real delicate with how I explain things.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
But most how do I say it? I guess I get a lot of compliments on the way I look, but most people would see a monster because of the way I spoke. Not cursing, not yelling, but the way I use words to hurt people's feelings. It's kind of like it wasn't just an insult because that's easy. If you was to judge or insult someone's appearance, that's easy.
Hmm.
I would look for the things you would hide deeply and didn't want people to know. That's what I was looking for, and I would use those things against you. So I used to be pretty brutal and with people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happily married. I have two great kids. I have such a blessed life. I'm actually a heart transplant patient back in 2019, so I know what it's like to grow up with a disability or a disease. I had a heart disease since I was 12, and so how I was chosen or why I'm alive, I don't know. I can't explain it, but so over the years, I've just been trying to be more kind to people
Well, I
and
appreciate
and
that.
and picking up, like, I'm trying to understand kindness, and I don't
Yes.
know if it's my upbringing or because I get, like, I don't want to be taken advantage of because I see many people who are kind, people who are cruel would will use your kindness and sympathy against you. They will
True.
take advantage of it.
True.
And so in the same time, through all this process, I'm trying to be genuine because I can't do it. I cannot do fake. I,
I
I
get it.
don't know. I try so hard and I'm just not, I can't do it,
I get it. I
you know?
truly do. I
And so what I've done most of my life is, look, I know I'm not gonna like you, so I'd rather not say anything. And that's how I've been most of my life. Now don't get me wrong, I'll never treat the people that I love that in that manner ever. I mean,
right.
that's a whole different ball game. But getting to know someone and socialize and all that, I see so much of the fakery, and sometimes I can't distinguish if it's them being fake or it's just um, arrogance. It's hard to tell. Most of the time, for me, I see that they're just putting on the projection, and they people are not what they appear to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I get it. Trust me. I get it. My dad was a cop for 40 years.
yeah,
So I can totally relate. Pretty good judge of character.
Yep.
yeah. But it beats you down if you able to judge people easily, in the sense that you can pick up their traits, and you can tell when someone's BSing you and trying to manipulate how you think of them. I pick up on that really easily. There's a good side to it because you're able to pick it up, but the downside is I dislike you before I even get to know your name,
Gotcha.
and so there's consequences to that. That's it kind of sucks, actually.
Right. No, but I get what you're trying to do. I really,
Yeah,
truly do. Like you're trying to be a better person and be more kind and get to see what a person is truly all about before you judge that book by its cover.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Someone told me that speak kindly to others, but with salt,
yes,
and I
I've
understood
heard
that. I
that.
said, okay,
Yep, I've heard that. I have heard that.
I got it.
Yep. Or my dad's favorite line is be friends with those who you want to be friends with, but never trust them as far as you can throw them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
So, like, when you're kind or polite to people, is that a genuine thing, or
yes, it is.
you're just
What you
you don't mean what you say. You're just being friendly. I
no,
can't distinguish.
no, what you see is what you're gonna get if you were to meet me in the street in real life. Like
Yep.
I am a very kind-hearted, genuine person.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I met them or spoke to them in chat or whatever. But someone said that they're the type of person that they fake it until you make it, and they live their life that way.
Oh, no way.
And I couldn't. I had a hard time comprehending that. I mean, I could, but it's just I wouldn't know why you want to fake your way through life and friends and people.
No, I would never want to do that to myself because you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Exactly.
You know, I wouldn't be saying, "Oh, come on, hang out with me. I'll shower you with money and we can go to the finest bars and restaurants in this side of town." And then as soon as you walk away, I'm going to say, "Ooh, I can't stand that person. That person's a da 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 da, and all they care about is gold digging." That's not me. If that's what anybody is here for, they can just see their way on out
Yeah.
because that is not me. And Kenny can even vouch for that. That is not me.
No, that's not. That's not her. No.
Did you guys see that Will Smith incident?
Yes, that was kind of crazy, wasn't it? And especially on national television.
Yeah. That was well, he's 53 years old. He's from Philly. Chris Rock, I don't know much. I just know that he was bullied heavily in school and he used comedy for an escape and he became successful at it. So you hear a lot of people's opinions on like what transpired. And from what I get, you know, a lot of people make the excuse that Will Smith is from Philly. He's, you know, that street life. And I'm from that street life, and I'm like, no, that doesn't justify it. There's something else there. I think that's just the straw that broke the, you know, the camel's back. He just snapped to slap. He's a 20-year-old, a friend of Chris for over 20 something years.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like going up to a stranger. He pretty much just snapped. Great actor, but he has
I
some
thought it was
troubles.
a setup at first, but then when it made like national headline news and the cops all got involved, I was like, dang, he was serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has something to do with his wife, because he was cracking up. You know, he was kind of laughing, even if he, you know, didn't find it funny, he was just being polite. And then I think he must have saw Jada's reaction, and I would imagine that's something for her that's very difficult for a woman to be losing her hair, but she's still, you know, really attractive.
Right.
But still, there's an insecurity there, and so because behind closed doors, you know, we didn't see probably the pain and the trauma she went through. Trying, because she said she was suffering from that since 2017 or 2018, and she spent a lot of time covering that up. And it wasn't until this year, I believe, that she said, you know, the heck with it, I'm just gonna shave my head and just accept it.
Right.
Alopecia, I think it's called, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, but Chris Rock claims that he didn't know that she had that, and so, and it wasn't even a funny joke. It wasn't even insulting, really. It wasn't that bad. At least nothing to really deserve a slap like that. But
I agree.
it's unfortunate.
And then some of us on this panel and in the chat, they do what's the bracket that Scott runs, Kenny?
The
Like,
basketball.
Yeah, you know how like you do fantasy football square, fantasy
The
football.
basketball. The basketball bracket.
Yeah, and then they do a basketball bracket. At night they have certain channels that do different things, so it's kind of cool. We all
in sports.
Yep. We all kind of like follow around. There's some people in here from an RV community. There's some people in here from cruising. There's people in here from just general travel in general, or very big supporters that they like to come to other people's channels and just support. So it's a wide variety of people that you see in the chat, or if you'll see up on panel, they might not even have a channel. They just like to come in and just talk for a few.
Oh yeah, socializing.
Yep. Well, if you stop and think about it, and this is the first time that this is the only time that you'll hear me talk about this. When the world became flat, there was you couldn't go to work, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, you had to stay home. The only thing we had to turn to at the time was our computers.
Yeah.
And to meet up with friends and just talk and everything else. And, you know, it was great to meet with each other and be around each other and things like that. And, you know, just get to meet new friends. And then we started doing meetups. So we travel to these meetups and meet other YouTubers. And, oh, we figured out you have legs underneath just from like your chest on up, you know, and things like that, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
that's cool.
staring through a screen. And Ron Darrell, you are from the great state of Texas. No, Louisiana. No, Texas. I don't know. You make me second
Uh-oh.
myself now.
He's in Texas now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. And this man, Ron Darrell's Lives, if you want some laughing and some funniness, he puts on some amazing live shows lately that we've all cut up, laughed about, just had fun in general. He's a great guy, a great guy.
Amen on that one.
Oh, was his name Ron?
Yep, his channel name is Ron Darrell Adventures. Very nice gentleman.
That looks like fun. People do things in the outdoors. I wish I was into that kind of stuff.
Yeah. In fact, everybody that's in this chat, you could go to any one of them and they're as real as it gets. And they're very normally straightforward with you. Like they won't beat behind the bush. They're very nice to be around. I've met a majority of them in person already myself. I know Kenny has probably met more than 85% of these people in person that are on here. So it will definitely be a great, it's just becoming a better thing for all of us, I should say.
All the people that I have met, I will say this: the way you see them on the screen is the way you get to meet them in person as well. Like she was saying earlier,
What you see is what you get.
what
Yeah.
you see is what you,
Yeah.
So
Like TGIF said, stopped watching the news, too busy with YouTube. I'll agree. I will 100%. You know what time I turn on the news? When I wake my daughter up to go to high school in the morning. And that's just to make sure that school's still in go, even though that we have these lovely devices that, you know, your school messages will come still across, but I still want to know what the temperature is.
Yeah.
Other than that, forget it. I could care less because it just gets me to where I can't sleep and my mind just goes 90 miles an hour. So I rather have a distraction. And this is my love right here. Like, it's to be able to communicate with everybody and talk with everybody. And you meet some of your best friends this way. So.
This has been. I get up in the morning. It's usually Facebook I turn on because I do have our local news station on there, and if there's anything important, oops, it comes up on here. And otherwise, it's like, yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah.
And then what's on YouTube? I don't even watch. I don't even watch Netflix hardly at all, or I don't have any of the cable stations or any of that kind of stuff that I watch.
I got rid of cable, I guess, back. It's been like a little over, I think, been about a little over a year now since I had. Whenever that TV went black, we come home one day from something and we noticed it was black, but whatever I had the TV on, it was still playing, but we couldn't see a picture. But that's when I told Dad, I said, we need to just get rid of it because I was paying well over $200 just for cable alone. And yeah, cable and internet, yeah, no. Now I just pay internet and that's it. I'm good.
And Kenny, how many? And this kid right here, Kenny, how many channels do you moderate for?
I'd say at least a good 30
Wow.
plus.
And he at least has 4 devices going at once. So
Yes.
he could be on mine right now, panel talking with all of us.
Yeah.
And he's a moderator and 3 others for somebody else on top of mine.
Yeah.
And he's
Staying
pretty
busy,
good
huh,
at
Ken?
it. He's
Yeah.
pretty good at it.
Hey, usually, yeah, I'd say me and Blaine, I guess, he moderates for quite a bit of you as well. And I think because I got entered, what got me started into YouTube was I got started through with the RV community.
Vape
And
community, you said?
the RV community.
Oh, the RV community.
Yeah, the RV community.
Yeah.
And then I just that led me to the cruising and Disney community, and then I started following cruising and Disney channels, and
Okay.
then I go to crochet channels, and I go to cooking channels, food channels, and I've got a wide variety of different interests.
Mm.
And
How long you been on YouTube?
I started the account back in 2016 of August.
16.
But I didn't really get going with the channel until around about 2018, 19, somewhere around there in June, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think what introduced me to YouTube was a man by the name of David Icke. And when I saw his stuff, that's what got me involved in being in YouTube. I don't know if you guys ever heard like about the truth movement or anything about like the Illuminati and secret cults, anything like that.
I've kind of heard about it, but not really. Like I don't.
Freemasons.
Yeah.
Things that well, myself and like maybe 15 or 20 other guys are the ones that started that movement on YouTube. iCentry, Sentinel Mind, Black Dylan. These were guys who were like just producing that type of content really early on, 2007, 2008, and YouTube, and it was really taking off. We did hundreds of, well, not hundreds, but maybe 40 or 50 interviews with the guys from Cop Block, and they would just deal, with the cops, the officers, and the streets, and they would just talk to police officers, and then we would have them talk about the street life and how it is out there, and we just done a whole bunch of stuff like that. But YouTube evolved. It's nothing the way it was 10 years ago. It's changed so much. Because we used to do it's not StreamYard. We used to do Google Hangouts, things of that nature, when Google Hangouts or Google Plus was
a big thing.
yeah, it's pretty much. Well, we did that, and then I think what kind of, sort of, maybe, but not really, replaced it with Skype.
Yeah,
we used to call it the Skype wars. People used to get on there and bicker and argue, based on different opinions, and those were the good old days. And making money on YouTube when they first started with the sponsors and all that was far easier than it is today. Like if your channel grows to a certain extent, YouTube will contact you and they will offer you assistance, and they would unlock features on your channel so you'll have access to a wider range of people.
really.
Yeah, that's little things like that, like certain inside YouTubers know. And so you produce the content and they would actually offer you people to edit your videos for you. so you can stay busy making videos, and other people in the background can edit the videos to your liking.
Huh. See, you just taught me something new.
Yeah, but I just don't know the ratio anymore. Back then, when we were doing it, I never did it for the money or the attention. That's why I never did any of the videos on my channel. It was on my friend's iCentury. We had to stop because he suffered from a particular type of liver disease, but his channel's still up. A whole bunch of stuff with 9/11 and just having different people come in with different opinions and what they figured out, what they know, what they think happened, and things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Harley, don't be causing no problems in this chat. I will come over there. I know where you live, kid. I will come beat you. No, he's just giving it. Some of the guys are giving him a little hard time because they know that he's my daughter's boyfriend. So
Harley is.
Happy birthday, Spaceman Dudley.
yes, happy birthday, Spaceman Dudley. Hope you had an amazing day. Yeah, my daughter will tell certain people once in a while, like her friends, that she's like, yeah, my mom and I got a YouTube channel. You need to go over there and check it out. Well, then once in a while, I'll see them pop up in my chats, and I'm like, oh God, and then my face kind of turns all red.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what are you kids doing in here? Isn't it past your bedtime?
Oh. How old is your daughter, if it's okay?
She's 16.
16.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. And then I have a 18-year-old son and a 22-year-old son.
Is he also on YouTube?
They are part of my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's a family-run channel, obviously. But yeah, you will see them pop up in our chats. And the one will say, Mom, what are you doing? And I'm like, go to bed.
Did you see Mom curse out that troll? It was amazing. Rewind it.
Right. They go to school the next day. Look at this. They or the best part of it is they'll so I do a lot of short clips right now. And when we're at the hockey games, I'll do short clips. And a lot of the hockey players will come up to me and they're like, Crystal, do you see you got like 1.7 thousand views on that short? I was like, yeah, turn that into a 6-minute video for me, please.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter also of capitalizing on the topic of the day or what's a hot topic.
Yeah.
Paying attention to things of that nature and then make a video based on that topic, and it's little tricks like that that helps you grow your channel. But
Yeah.
ultimately, it's your personality. I mean, you can talk about a cup and have hundreds of views, and it's because people gravitate. It could be something as simple as your voice. They just like the way you sound,
Right.
or your sense of humor. It's mostly that your personality will trump over your content or whatever it is that you're talking about that particular day or reviewing, whatever it may be. It's people are attracted towards your personality.
That's very nice.
Yeah, Ron's going up in about 10 minutes, he said.
Okay. So Kenny, keep an eye out for Ron Darrell's live. When he goes live, will you please drop his link, or any of the moderators that are in the chat for me?
Mm-hmm. I usually can't post it until he actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
He just said be up in 10 minutes. So
That's fine.
just give him a heads up.
It's just nice to fill in the gap when there's nothing for us to do before we go hang out on somebody else's
Yeah, I was getting
live.
that point. It's like, okay, am I going to stay awake long enough? Because if I don't get something to do, I'm going to be out.
Yeah, and Thanos, it was so great to meet you, and you are welcome here anytime. I would actually love to get to know you more and get to learn more about you and everything else. I think it'd be great. I think you'd really like some of these channels.
That's cool. I probably won't be back.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
just like
No
to go.
worries.
I come in and I come out. I like to just walk away. I just like really just enjoying the experience for what it is.
Hey,
Yeah, no
Peaches.
worries. No worries. No worries at all.
Oh, it's good to meet you.
You too. It was really nice meeting y'all.
Good meeting you, Thanos.
You too, brother. Have a good one. Bye bye, y'all.
You
Bye.
too.
Have a great night. Very nice guy. Very
Mhm.
nice guy. The funeral host. I don't know how many of my sons still have. It's when he was a little potty training when we rewarded him every time. Aw. See, Harley, you never knew you could come into your girlfriend's mother's live stream and meet so many cool YouTubers, huh? Hello, Miss Peaches. How are you? Wow, we got 20 in the house tonight. Thanks, guys, for all stopping in and hanging out with me for a little bit and my lovely panel guests.
It's quite a night.
It was. It was actually very much worth doing it. You know, makes you feel good. When I got 20 in here, I don't know if I want to let them all go yet.
I know. I had that tonight. I was up to 18. It could have been higher, but it was like, oh, I keep talking and
Right.
more questions or something. Maybe one of these days I'll do a pop up and we'll see how it goes. But I'm glad you did the pop up because I was sitting here going, I'm kind of bored.
You know, and you know what? That's funny because I was just sitting here and I was like, if I don't do something, I'm either going to go crawl in that bed and go to sleep. And I got to be up early tomorrow. So if I go to sleep now, that means I'm going to be up really early tomorrow. And then Michael Ann and I were talking back and forth. And I'm like, hey, you want to do a pop up live? She's like, sure. And I was like, okay, I'll get Kenny to come and do my pop up live with me. And then we'll just go from there.
See how it goes.
Hello, Miss Amy.
Hey,
Hello.
Amy.
Hello, Sean S. Thanks for coming in, my dear.
I'm missing you two ladies.
Like I said, I was just getting off Beach Please because they were on right when you sent me that message. They were actually getting ready to go off. So
Everybody's still in here. Yay.
yeah,
He's
'Cause
still in
Beach-
here.
These little blue hearts.
Beach Please.
Janice in here.
Yeah. Hey, Janice. Beach Please goes live at 10. The live place goes live at 10 on Thursdays as well. That's PM Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Kenny, you're in charge of making the spreadsheet and sending it out to all of us.
The spreadsheet that's up here.
Spaceman, before you go, I just have to say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Spaceman Dudley. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I didn't kill it. And if Miss Kendra was in here, she'd be singing you the Betty Boop version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny.
Be waking up dead as well.
Yeah, right? You got to get that spreadsheet from out here onto some paper. So that way when people, if God forbid, if you were out of town and we needed to ask somebody, we can find that sheet of paper somewhere.
Who's live? Who's live? Kenny would know, but he's not around.
Okay. Can I drop the link to Ron Diddle here? I just got a notification.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, so we're gonna drop on. God, I can't talk tonight, guys. We are gonna drop Ron Darrell's live, and you guys are all more than welcome to join us over there from our Thursday night shenanigans with him. You never know what you're gonna get.
No.
But before we go, I just want to say thank you guys all for joining us tonight. Michael Ann, thank you. Kenny, thank you for being great co-hosts with me. Janice, that is cool that we do have 2 bathrooms in our cabin on the ship, for sure. One of our bathrooms has a tub in it. I almost said a hot tub. And one of our bathrooms is a tub, and the other bathroom is a shower.
And
And
only one toilet though.
yes. No, I don't think so.
And then when I was looking at it, one had a sink and the bathtub, and the other one had the sink, toilet, and shower.
Oh, so yeah, so we might have one tub or one toilet, but that's okay. That's what they make poopery for.
Yep.
And if not, there's probably a bathroom down the hall if you gotta go that bad.
So you can have your toiletry. One can have the toiletries there, and one can have the toiletries there. And then you're not in each other's way getting ready.
All right.
guys.
So there is the link to Ron Darrell's live. If you guys all go over there, tell him that a DD raid is sending his way, and tell him that's not standing for a bra size. I can say that now that we're past 12 o'clock. But you guys all have a great evening, and thank you for joining us. And we will see you on our next live stream, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.